So a while ago, I put out a video called I'm Going on Antidepressants, and the reception was very weird from my friends. Any happiness that you feel on it is gonna be fake happiness. You can only find real happiness inside of yourself. My family, honey, mental illness is just an illness in your mental. The internet. I exercise regularly, eat predominantly vegan and macrobiotic meals, drink plenty of water and green tea, I take vitamins, I get enough sleep, and I plan out enough time to relax and unwind. And meds didn't cure my depression, they just kind of raised the floor of it so that the bottom wasn't so far down. So I started taking 10 milligrams of Lexapro about 3 months ago, and I noticed a difference right away, and so did my boyfriend. I was like, hey, have you noticed any difference? And he was like, yes. But about a weekend, I remember I was doing a stand-up show, and I almost always do a meet and greet afterwards. And there was this long line, and I was getting through it when this lady came up to me and shouted in front of everybody that she felt ripped off and cheated because she didn't think I did enough time on stage to make it worth her while. Now, my normal reaction to something like that would be to cry, of course, from like the shame and the humiliation and being sad that I disappointed her. But there was this moment where my brain kind of paused and was like, well, there's 250 people in line who clearly liked the show and no one else has said anything. Are you going to let yourself cry over one lady's opinion? And I realized in that moment, like, oh my God, my whole life, my emotions have been so extreme. They're always a roller coaster. And it was the first moment of emotional clarity I had that I don't have to cry. The first 4 to 6 weeks were really rough. The primary side effect I experienced was just tiredness, just being very tired all the time. In a way, it was great because I just read a lot of books. I was like, oh, I'm too tired to actually work. I'm just gonna lay down and read. But then I would get exhausted the moment I started working out, and I'd always want to take a nap or I'd oversleep. So I've started taking my meds in the evening, and I can report that it is so much better. I don't know if I'll go off of them anytime soon. I really love this feeling of just stability that I have. I'm so used to being like this and being sad or really happy or really angry about everything. And I still get sad, I still cry when it's appropriate, and I still get angry about a lot of things. And I'm still very happy. I'm actually more happy than I was prior to meds. But I have also heard stories from friends who had terrible experiences with antidepressants, and they didn't want to stay on them because it made them feel weird. So I think this whole experience has kind of taught me that there is no right answer and there is no cure. I think ultimately we just kind of have to find out what works for us. And luckily for me, this is working for me right now. That may change, of course, but right now I've found some help and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm Anna Akana. Stay awesome, Gotham.